Somewhere in Mexico, a family is driving through the outskirts of town when they suddenly stop after something scary walks toward them. The family's left in complete shock as they see what looks like a figure in a black robe emerging from the dark.
Hola, Mauser. Bestia. Tiene una colota, pa.
¿Estás viendo, Naomi?
No manches,
Vean
tiene
eso.
una colota. Vean.
Ah, su pinche madre, vean
Una
eso.
turroña. Chéquense. A la bestia, no se pasen de lanza. Chéquense. No manchen.
Aguas.
Vean. No manches, papá. Bestia, mira cómo se mueve. No manches, papá, imagínate cómo quedaría esa bruja.
Vean eso. Hijo de su madre. ¿Quieren ir a ver a la bruja, chicos? A ver.
¿Quieren ir a ver a la bruja, chicos?
No, carnal, no ha repetido.
Vean.
Estamos en vivo, Jorge Edgar. Si eres seguidor de saber que es en vivo, carnal.
Whatever this is, seems to be something the locals often speak about, as they immediately call it a witch. Now, as the figure begins to get closer, the video suddenly ends. Assuming for the family's safety, they quickly drove past it. This ominous robed figure remains a mystery, as the haunting video was uploaded by unknown sources. Like many other videos, for now, this one remains a mystery. He bought a haunted Furby, then one night this happens. A man named Conan purchased an old Furby toy from a thrift store approximately 2 years ago. He explains that ever since he bought the toy, it never made a sound since it came with a broken speaker. But one night while Conan was asleep, he's woken up by the mechanical sounds of something moving. What he sees is something of a nightmare. The Furby that barely functions at all is seen suddenly moving its eyes. As it stops, it stares directly at Conan. The doll's eyes remain frozen in place as Conan records a creepy video. He then goes back to bed since he initially recorded the video trying to locate the source of the sounds. Now, this doesn't seem like anything paranormal, but many people who own a Furby doll commented similar events of waking up in the dead of night to the Furby toy talking or making noises. Possessed doll or not, waking up to this is nightmare fuel. He was exploring an abandoned prison when he sees something that sends him running for his life. A man named Michael was recording his exploration through an abandoned prison in Nashville when he begins to hear voices while walking through a hallway. As he turns around to see where the voices might be coming from, he sees it. This massive figure with glowing eyes is seen peeking behind the door, watching him. Michael doesn't seem to notice at first and keeps walking toward it as this thing is seen moving around. Horrified, Michael runs out of there. Based on its glowing eyes, it's clear this wasn't a human. Now, its movement and how tall its eyes sit doesn't quite fit any animals from Nashville, Tennessee. So just what exactly did Michael capture while exploring this dilapidated building? Let me know what you think. He heard strange noises coming from the basement, but as he goes to check, this happens. A man named Marshall just got back home from dropping off his daughter to catch the school bus when he begins to hear someone coming up the basement stairs. It's important to mention this isn't the first time Marshall experiences something strange. As he mentions in the beginning, since moving into the house, multiple things have happened. Marshall's home alone when he captures this.
Just got back inside the house. I was putting my daughter on the bus. And I came in, nobody else is here, and I'm hearing something on our basement stair. Right there. I'm gonna check it out. Stop. Hello?
Someone can be heard walking up the stairs. Even while opening the door, no one seems to be visible. Yet, the footsteps keep getting closer. Like something from a nightmare, the footsteps immediately rush toward Marshall. He stops recording in fear that whatever this is might be capable of physically harming him. After the haunting and unusual moment, Marshall has been trying to figure out just what exactly is haunting his basement and why. She was home alone when something tries to get in. A girl named Emily was home alone one day when she begins to hear what sounds like an animal moving around by the door. As she gets closer, she hears this. Something mimicking many different voices can be heard by the door, begging for Emma to let it in.
It's happening again.
Are you there? Let me in!
And this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look, there's no one there. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. But there's like no one out there. And like, this is a window. There's no people, but this is a window, and you can't really see out there. And it's hard to see out there. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
Whatever this is seems to be quickly moving around the door, stomping around, as if it's trying to find its way inside. But as Emma looks above the door to see who it is, nothing's there. Having no idea what's going on, but feeling an overwhelming sense of fear, Emma refuses to open the door. Given the recency of the video, little details available. Could it be that Emily captured some sort of mimic-like entity trying to lure her into opening the door? Share your thoughts in the comments. He kept seeing a shadow peeking from the bathroom, but as he goes to check, this happens. What? User will never explains that for several weeks now, while he's in the living room, he's been seeing this strange shadow moving around in the bathroom.
Oh my god, bro. I just seen the craziest shit. Look, over there. Over there, I just seen the craziest shit. Look! Oh my god. What was that? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? Bro, I'm like shaking right now. What is that? Look it. Watch, it's gonna do it again. It's gonna do it again. Look at that! Nah, bro.
Someone's shadow can be seen peeking around his bathroom, yet every time he checks, he finds nothing. Now, some viewers mentioned this could simply be the shadow of the curtain moving by the breeze, but the man shows the window's closed.
Look, there it is again. Holy shit. Look, even the cat's tripping. Even the cat's tripping. Last time he'll tell me to go look. I'm going to look. 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 It's literally just the bathroom. Look. Oh god. Don't ignore that. But look. Windows closed. There's nobody in here. It's just dirty. I'm just not... Like, what is going on, bro? Look at that.
Based on the direction where the shadows cast it on, it's not the curtain, but that of someone hiding in the corner. The man mostly uploads gaming videos onto his page until this bizarre encounter. To this day, he has yet to figure out an explanation to this strange event. A woman named Tracy was working the night shift at a hotel, shaking in a few guests. When she asked them what room should she put them on, they tell her,
"Please don't put me in room 205.
anything but room 205.
Okay, what's wrong with 205? And not one of them would tell me what was wrong with 205.
Confused since nothing should be wrong with that room, she asked them why.
Like, really, what is it? Nobody can tell me nothing. So, how about go up to room 205 and see why no one wants to rent that room?
Confused since nothing should be wrong with that room, she asks them why. But after they refuse to tell her what's wrong with room 205, she checks them in and goes to see for herself.
I might have to turn the camera around, so I'm not very good at this, so just bear with me. All right.
What she captures next is horrifying.
It's like really cold in here, though.
Other than feeling a little chilly, nothing seems wrong in the room.
Like, really cold. And the air's not even on. I mean, I don't see anything. So maybe we can sit. Yeah, the air and stuff's not on. Maybe sit in the dark. See if we can hear something. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna probably lose all my views or my people watching, but okay, let's do this.
But as she decides to turn off the lights, this happens.
Oh God! All right, no, I'm out.
The voice of a woman is heard saying,
Oh God!
"Hey," as Tracy had enough and runs out of there. Ever since this haunting event was captured, Tracy began using EVPs to try and communicate with the disembodied voice she heard that day, in hopes of uncovering whatever lies within room 205.
Okay, just got in here. Got my ghost app on. I just heard Championship and Jennifer. So the person in here's name is Jennifer. Anybody else in here? Who yelled, "Hey," in my ear the last time I was here? How old are you? I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. There is a weird feeling in here. There's a lot of voices coming through, but I can't understand it. And you gotta know that I'm new at this. I'm using a tablet and a phone. I don't have all that expensive equipment. So I've got something else that I want to try. It's an SLS, and it will show you if anybody or anything is in the room. So hold on just a moment. Okay, so this one will pick up if there's anybody standing anywhere in here. At the desk. Okay, hello. I will do more when I have more time or someone with me.
A mother uploaded a haunting video explaining that her kids kept hearing her own voice saying, "Come here," coming from somewhere outside. As she begins to investigate where these sounds might be coming from, she makes a horrifying discovery. Through the camera, she locks her car. Then, something can be seen inside the car, hiding in the back, staring directly at the camera. Whatever this is doesn't seem to resemble the face of a person at all, but more like a mask. Shortly after, the ghostly apparition fades away, leaving the question, could this have been a case of pareidolia from nearby reflecting lights? Or could this tie to the incident where the kids kept hearing her voice when she's not around? Let me know what you think. User Dualupe was staying at a cabin for her sister's birthday when she notices a cabin that seemingly looks abandoned with the door left open, so she decides to investigate.
Me estoy quedando en una cabaña por el cumpleaños de mi hermana y enfrente hay como una cabaña así, como pero abandonada, chiquita. Y es como una casita del árbol, así como para niños, no sé, pero se ve muy tenebroso. No sé si se vaya a caer esto porque está como todo podrido. Y no veo como para encender las luces ni nada. Mira, allá está la cabaña. Y... No tiene luz. Hay como una mesa, ganchitos de ropa y televisor.
Lupe screams in terror as someone or something inside the cabin suddenly shuts the door. Lupe runs for her life, but she didn't notice. When she got closer, whoever or whatever this is can be seen quickly moving behind the door. Now, Lupe hasn't posted any update videos, so this could possibly be just a prank placed by her sister or friends. Although Lupe's blood-curdling scream says otherwise, we're left to wonder, was this a squatter living in that abandoned cabin, a simple prank, or something paranormal? Let me know your thoughts on this one. A woman named Lilia explains that while she was laying next to her cat, watching her play, she begins to record the moment, but only seconds after doing so, something surreal is captured. Something seems to pull her cat by the leg. It jumps around, then looks confused, as it sees nothing from the area she was pulled. Just by this video alone, we can see there's no way her cat should be able to suddenly move like that, as it was laying down, then suddenly dragged to the side. Completely confused, she uploads this strange video, which quickly goes viral as viewers are also left baffled at this inexplicable event.
So in the upstairs of my house, there's 2 rooms. Both of the doors open and close all the time by itself. Sometimes I hear a door slam. and I've always thought it was the air conditioning or some draft in the house. I keep watching the video over and I still just like don't know. It's actually really freaking me out.
Lilia mentions since living there, strange things like doors opening and closing on their own has kept her feeling an ominous presence.
Yeah, I know. I had to get out of the house, so I got a hotel. Like, I was just like, I need to get a hotel. Like, I'm so scared.
Paranormal or just a simple trick of the mind? Share your thoughts in the comments.